Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, chair yoga for everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you've joined our community. Check out the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage for easy access to videos about the body area you want to work on, or the amount of time you have for your yoga practice today, or if you want to stay seated or stand more. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget, it's free. We'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. In today's practice, we'll explore poses for gratitude. When in a state of gratitude, the physical body releases tension and will allow the poses to sit better in the body. And, per your request, our practice will include stretches for our feet. So you only need a chair for today's class, and let's get started. So we're going to take a moment to ground our feet to the earth. So feeling like you've got those feet on the floor equally weighted. And then also those sits bones. So we're sitting nice and tall on our sits bones and on this chair and also equally weighted. Let's take our hands and flip those palms up to the ceiling. We're going to lift up through the chest. Pull those shoulders down. Close the eyes if that works okay for you, and connect to the breath. Just feeling your natural inhalation and exhalation. We're going to breathe in gratitude as we come to a place of surrender. And we're going to begin to elongate that breath, inhaling a little more deeply and exhaling a little more completely. Do that again. Now we're going to see if we can move that breath down into the diaphragm. As we inhale, the belly will extend as we fill the lungs from the bottom up. And then as we exhale, we're going to actively pull the belly button in towards the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a few times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring the hands back down to the thighs and open the eyes. We're going to place our hands on the back of the chair. So it's on the seat of the chair just right behind your hips. Okay? Now, I want you to lift your heart and squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. And we're going to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Then we're going to bring it up. And then we're going to let that other ear fall towards that opposite shoulder. And lift up. We're going to do that one more time. Lift up, and last time on the last side. Up we go, and release. Very good. Moving into mountain pose. We're going to bring our hands down by our sides, spread those fingers nice and wide if that feels okay on your hands, okay? So a little bit of stretch for those fingers. Good. Come to goalpost arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind you. We're going to lift that heart just a little bit. Okay, see how that feels. Looking up towards the ceiling just a little bit. Beautiful. Fingertips to the ceiling. All right, extended mountain. Lovely. Take your right hand and place it on the chair. Left hand extends. So we're going to try to touch that ceiling with that left hand. Reach it up. Now, holding onto the chair, we're going to lean our mountain. So you should feel that side waist. Now with the hand, I want you to take it towards the ceiling and I want you to turn and look up at that hand. Okay, let's lean our mountain again. Ah, that feels good. Okay, hand to the ceiling, just a little twist here. Looking up at that hand towards the ceiling, and then we're going to do it one more time. All right, ready? Hand to the ceiling. We're just turning and looking up just a little bit. And let's bring that hand down. Okay. All right, we got to do the other side. Here we go. Down we go. Fingers wide, if that feels okay for your hands. Spreading those fingers, feeling that stretch. All right, goalpost arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind. So we're looking up just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Okay, fingertips to the ceiling. Now we're going to do the other side. So that left hand is going to the chair. The right hand is going to extend up. Really try to touch that ceiling. Now with this hand on the chair for support, we're going to lean that mountain. I feel that one. I don't know about you, but quite a stretch on that sideways. All right, we're going to take our hand to the ceiling and we're going to look up. A little bitty twist, just a little one. And then we're going to do that again. We're going to lean. Hand to the ceiling, we're going to look up just a little bit. And last time, let's lean, feel that stretch. Take that hand up towards the ceiling and release. All right, very good. Okay, so we're going to do a seated twist here. Now, I'm going to cross my legs one on top of the other. If that doesn't feel good for you, you're just going to cross ankle to ankle. All right, and it's fine. But if you're with me, I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to cross it up on top. Okay, so let's just hang out here for just a moment. You might begin to feel a little stretch into those hips. Okay, and that's fine. Okay. We're going to take our left hand and we're going to place it on the outside of that leg. Opposite hand is going to come to the chair. We're going to lengthen through the spine. We're going to pull that shoulder back, and then we're just going to turn and look over that shoulder. Just a little seated twist here. One more breath. Okay, let's go ahead and face forward. And now we're going to take the right hand, and we're going to place it on the inside of that leg. Opposite hand back. We're going to extend, pull that shoulder back, turn, and look. And face forward. Okay, so let's unravel those legs. Then we're going to go to the other side. So remember, you can just cross ankle to ankle. That's fine. But if you're with me, I'm going to cross my left leg on top. Okay, so let's just hang out here for a moment, kind of feeling the stretch. Okie dokie. Right hand on the outside of that leg. Opposite hand back to the chair. Lengthen. Don't forget the lengthening through the spine part. Really important. Okay, pull the shoulder back, then just turn and look. What I like about these seated twists is you can make this as much or as little as you want, right? You can follow your own body and decide what works better for you and release it. And let's do, oops, leave that leg on top. Now we're going to take the other hand and place it on the inside of that leg. Opposite hand back. Remember, lengthen through the spine, pull the shoulder back, turn and look. So we're just breathing here. We're just twisting as much as feels good for you, for your body. One more breath. And let's go ahead and face forward. We're going to unravel our legs, and we're going to grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing behind our chair. And I think for you to be able to see me a little bit better, I'm going to go ahead and turn my chair, but you just stay behind your chair, okay? So this is a stretch for our Achilles. Now the Achilles is a tendon that connects the heel to the calf. And it can strain easily, but it's important to keep it strong, right? So that helps with foot and ankle and leg pain. So we're going to take a little step back and we're going to have our hands on the back of the chair. Now we're going to take our the foot that's away from you, you're going to bring it forward, and the other foot, you're going to bring it back. Okay? So, the back heel is on the mat. So you don't want to be up on the toes. You want that to be down, and you also want all 10 toes pointing forward for this particular series. Okay? Now, we're going to bend this front knee. You probably feel the calf stretching at this point, right? I know I do. All right. We're also getting a little bit of Achilles stretch there. So we're going to do a couple of different ways. So if you're not feeling the Achilles yet, don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll get there. All right. So I'm just bending that front knee. Now, the next thing you can do is you can push your hips forward a little bit there. I don't know about you, but now I feel the Achilles a little bit more. Okay. So I'm pushing my hips forward just a little bit, and I'm holding it. Okay, now the last piece of this is I'm going to bend this back knee just a little bit. Try to keep the heel down, so we're not letting the heel rise up. We're trying to keep that heel down, but just a little bend to that back knee. Hips forward a little bit. I know. Let's go ahead and release that. Now we're going to go to the other side and give this leg a little break. So we're going to, remember, step back, all 10 toes pointing forward. Bend the front knee first. I feel the calf. I don't know about you. That's quite a calf stretch for me. Bend that front knee even more. Remember, pushing those hips forward. That's another way to get the calf a little bit more. I begin to feel the Achilles at this point. Pushing that hip forward, I begin to feel the Achilles. But now, to get it just a little bit more, I'm going to bend that back knee. Not much. Keep that heels down, push those hips forward, and I hope you can feel the Achilles stretching there. And release it. We're going to go to the other side. All 10 toes pointing forward, heels are down, both heels are down. Push those hips forward, bend that back knee a little bit, and we're going to hold this, and we're going to breathe. So just kind of moving things a little bit for you so that you can feel that stretch in that tendon in the back of between the heel and the calf. I know, we're hanging out here for just a few more breaths. We got this. Okay, let's go ahead and move to the other side. So if you're not feeling it, I would peek at your feet and make sure all of these toes are pointing forward. What we tend to do is turn that foot at an angle, and you're going to relieve that calf stretch. The minute you turn that heel in a little bit, then you're going to not feel the calf as much, and not the Achilles either. Okay, so remember, bending that front knee. See how I'm kind of pushing my hips forward? Now bend the back knee a little bit if you want. And then we're just going to hang out. Whatever version you have, I want you to feel the Achilles stretching. And we're holding it and we're breathing, okay? Oh my goodness. I feel this side more than the other. Just do 3 more breaths. We got this. 1 more breath. And release it. That is so good. Very, very good. Okay, you're still going to be behind your chair, all right? So I'm kind of in front of mine at this point, but you're still back behind your chair. And we're going to take our feet about hip distance apart, okay? Now, belly is going to be super tight here, and you're going to bring your hands behind, so wide arms, palms are behind your head, elbows are wide. Open up that chest. Let's breathe in some gratitude here. All right. And then we're going to exhale, and we're going to come forward. So what I want you to do is bring your elbows forward, all right? You're holding that head. You're not pulling on the neck, but you're going to let the gravity of those elbows towards the floor give you a little bit of a stretch into that neck. All right, let's go with it again. We're lifting up into our cow pose, so it's a wide-armed cow and calf. Lifting up. Inhale. Feel that gratitude. And then let's exhale. And exhale a little love and peace. Feel that neck stretching a little bit. Rounding those shoulders, tucking that chin, letting that head fall. Let's do that again. Lifting up on an inhale. And exhale, down we go. And release. That's very good. Okay, so now we're going to do a forward fold. You're still behind your chair. Okay, I know I'm still beside mine, but you're still behind your chair. Now we're going to turn. You're going to have your hands resting on the back of the chair, and you want to have your feet hip distance apart. Okay, so the main thing about this one is I want you to really think about keeping your abdominals engaged, belly tight. We tend to want to let them go, but I want you to really think about pulling them in because that's going to protect our back. Okay? All right. So we're going to have our hands on the chair. We're going to bend our knees pretty generously. Begin to let that heart fall. Okay, so I'm just letting the heart fall. I've got a flat back. Got that? So my heart is just, I'm kind of like at a tabletop with my back. My belly is tight. Let's bend our knees more generously and roll up. Okay, so that's version 1. Great version. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to move back just a smidge, okay? Now my hands are still on the back of that chair. I'm going to keep my legs straight. I'm going to keep my back flat. My heart is falling, but I'm going to keep going just a little bit further. So my heart is now going to fall between my arms. My belly stays tight. Do you feel your back stretching? It's crazy, right? You wouldn't think you would get much out of this one, but boy, is it quite the stretch for the back. Let's just hold one more breath here. Okay, now bend the knees generously, roll it up. And we're just going to do that one more time with one tiny little add-on. This isn't a big add-on, okay? So let's go ahead and hinge forward. Abdominals are tight. Hands are on that chair, right? We're letting our heart fall. Maybe it's a little bit farther between those arms. So now all I'm going to do, and don't bend your knees, all I want you to do is turn and look up. It doesn't matter which side, we're going to do both. So you should feel those sideways muscles working here. Pull that belly in, and we're going to look down at the chair or at the floor, and then we're going to look up the other way. And down we go. Bend the knees and come up into a standing position. Did that feel pretty good? Excellent. Okay. So now this last we're doing a little twisting series here, aren't we? So the last one of this twisting series is we're going to take our feet about hip distance apart, and I want you to take your left hand and you're just going to place it on the left side of the chair, okay? Now the opposite hand is going to come back kind of towards your hip, and I want you to pull that shoulder back, and then you're just going to turn and you're going to look over that shoulder. One more breath here, and we're going to face forward. Now, we're going to do the other side. So your right hand is going to stay on the right side of the chair. Your left hand is going to come back. You're going to pull that shoulder back, and you're just going to turn, and you're going to look over that shoulder. And we're going to face center. Now, the only add-on here, it's not a big add-on, but we're going to take our left hand and we're going to, instead of it being on the left side of the chair, we're going to bring it to the right side of the chair. Hand's going to come back, pull that shoulder back, turn and look. So it's just a little bit more leverage because his hand is on the other side of that chair. Just a little deeper stretch here. And center, and we're going to go the other side. Here we go. Pull that shoulder back. Remember, turn and look, breathing into it. Very good. Let's come to seated. And grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. So we're going to start by taking our feet about hip distance apart. And if it feels okay, you're going to go ahead and let go of the chair and you're going to bring your hands to your heart. All right? So we're going to rock our weight forward onto the balls of our feet, but leave the heel down. So don't lift the heel. Now we're going to bring our weight back and then we're going to lift our toes, all 10 toes. Place those toes down. Now we're going to lean to the right and we're going to come center and we're going to lean to the left. And we're going to come center. We're going to lift the toes of the right foot and we're going to put them down one at a time, starting with the big toe. Then we're going to lift the toes of the other foot and we're going to put them down one at a time. Let's lean forward, center, lean back, lift all 10 toes, and down we go. Okay, so bring your hands to your side, and that is a great version of that series. What we're going to add on, this is a significant add-on, so you're not going to do it if it doesn't work for you, but we're going to close our eyes. So when you close your eyes, you're going to have a balance challenge. So not only are we working into that body awareness, so this is a lot about body awareness, we're lifting our feet and our toes, so we're getting a little bit of work in those as well, but we got some balance work. Okay, so remember, if you want to hold that chair, that's fine. If you want to leave your eyes open, that's fine. If you're with me, I'm bringing my hands to heart and I'm going to close my eyes. We're going to rock our weight forward into the balls of the feet. The heels do stay on the mat, but the weight is forward. Bring the weight to the center, and then we're going to let the weight go to the heels, and we're going to lift all 10 toes. Put those toes down. We're going to lean to the right, and we're going to come center, and we're going to lean to the left, and center. Weight forward. Weight center, weight on the heels, lift the 5 toes of the right foot, starting with the pinky. We're going to put them down one at a time. Weight forward, weight center, weight back, lift the 5 toes of the other foot, starting with the big toe. We're going to put them down one at a time. Weight forward, weight center. Now, weight back, lift all 10 toes, starting with the pinkies. We're going to put all 10 toes down one at a time. Weight forward, and center, and back. Lift all 10 toes. All 10 toes down, and release. How did that feel? I know it's a little challenge there for the balance. It's really good for us, though. Okay, so we're going to maintain this hip distance apart position, and we're going to move into an extended mountain pose. We're going to do a little variation of that, okay? So we're going to take our hands up to the ceiling. Shoulders are going to stay down, extending those arms up. All right. Now, we're going to bring those arms to a V, and we're going to look up. All right. So feeling the love and the gratitude, opening up those arms. Now, I want you to take your weight to the right. Leave those arms at V. And we're going to come center. And we're going to take our weight to the left. Now, listen to my voice. If it works for you and you're feeling okay with balance, we're just going to take that right leg off the floor. So it's a little bit like star pose, isn't it? One more breath. Put that foot down and bring your hands down. How did that feel? Let's do the other side. I know, right? A little bit like star pose. Not exactly. We just get into it a little differently. Okay, get those feet hip distance apart, okay? We don't want to have the feet too close together. Let's come up to extended mountain to start with, all right? Arms extending up, Shoulders are down, abdominals engaged, belly tight, right? Move into that V. Don't forget, open up. Feeling the love, feeling the gratitude. We're going to take our weight into that left leg first. We're going to bring the weight center, and then we're going to take the weight into the right leg, and then we're going to lift that left leg up. Ah, there we are. Star pose. You feel it? One more breath. Put the foot down. Bring the hands in and release. That's very good. Okay, we're going to stay on this side of our chair, and we're going to hold on to that chair, and we're going to lift that left knee up. Go ahead and bring your hand right under that knee. Now we're going to move the knee in towards the chair, and then we're going to bring it out. All right? We're going to inhale gratitude as we move that knee in, and we're going to exhale love and peace. Inhale gratitude. Exhale love and peace. One more. Inhale gratitude. Exhale love and peace. All right, we're going to reverse it now. Out we go. And in. Bring it out. And in. Bring it out. In. One more. We got this. Okay, now we're going to bring that knee up. I want you to take your hand, slide it along the thigh, over the knee, down the shin. Grab the ankle and let that knee fall down. So ideally, your knees would be even with one another. So it's a version of dancer pose, and if you want the full expression of it, you're going to let go of the chair. But don't feel like you have to. It's okay. One more breath. Hand back to the chair. Put that foot down, and let's go to the other side. So this is a variation of dancer pose, right? So we're not lifting and doing the back bend, but that's okay. So we're going to hold that chair. We're going to bring that knee up. So we're going to grab on underneath it. Okay, ready? Let's move that knee towards the chair. Inhale, gratitude. Exhale, love and peace. Inhale, gratitude. Exhale, love and peace. Let's do that again. Crossing, down and around. Let's do one more. We got this. Stop and reverse it. Good. So a little bit of rotation for that hip joint, such a good thing, right? Keeping those hips open and flexible. All right, are we ready? Let's bring that knee up. Hand along the thigh, across the knee, down the shin, grab the ankle. Bring those knees down, one to near the other. Okay, are you ready? You want to let go of the chair? See if it works? One more breath. Hand back down, foot back down, and have a seat. Grab a sip of water. Clasp your hands behind your back. Press the knuckles down towards the seat of the chair. Lift your heart. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind you, making room for gratitude. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Don't lose that squeeze behind your back. Drop your chin down towards your chest. Drop that left ear towards that left shoulder. And drop your chin towards your chest again. Oh my goodness, that feels good. And let's release that. Okay, very good. We're going to move into seated thread the needle. So we'll start with our right arm. We're going to have our hands on our thighs to begin with, and we're going to lift our right arm up towards the ceiling. So your little twist here, right? So my ribs are moving, my knees are staying stable. I'm moving up. This ear is falling down kind of towards your leg, all right? Lifting up. Now, I'm going to take the hand that's in the air and I'm going to bring it through between the hand and my chest or my body, right? And it's going to come through and I'm going to twist and I'm going to look the other way. So now the opposite ear is down towards the leg. And then we're going to bring that arm up. You kind of see what we're doing here. We're going to inhale and then exhale as you come through. Thread the needle. Inhale, up we go. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, up we go. So feeling that twisting happening right at the ribs. And exhale down. And release. Okay, let's do the other side. So again, this hand is just going to rest here and my arm is going to kind of slide in and out between this arm and my leg. Okay, are we ready? We're going to twist as we look up. Knees stay forward. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're going to bring that arm through. That opposite ear is going to go down towards your leg. Inhale, up we go. And exhale, thread it through. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, thread it through. Last time. Up we go. And thread it through. And release. Excellent. Bring your arms out wide. Right hand on top, hug yourself. Lots of gratitude for yourself for doing the hard work. Let's lift those elbows up towards the ceiling. And let's bring those elbows down. Bring them center. Let's go to the right. And center. And left. And center. We're going to open. And let's get the other arm on top. Hug yourself. Squeeze. Elbows up. Center. Elbows down. And center. To the left. And center. And to the right. Center we go. And release. All right. So the only add-on, we're going to do that whole series one more time with our leg crossed, okay? So if it feels okay for you, you're going to cross one leg on top of the other. Here we go. Open. Cross one arm on top. Let's go down. Center. Up. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Open the arms. Switch legs. Opposite arm on top. Down. Center. Up. Center. Right. Center. And left. And center. Very good. Well, that feels good to me. Okay, so we're going to move into pyramid pose. We're going to extend our right leg out, toes to the ceiling. Now, we're going to extend first, nice and long through the spine. Hold on to those thighs and let that heart fall forward. So just feel that stretch first, and then we're going to do a little add-on. And tuck the chin and roll it up. Now, the knee that's bent, that's the arm you're going to use. You're going to extend it up, inhale to prepare. Then exhale, you're going to come to the outer edge of that leg. And inhale, up we go. Exhale down. Inhale, up we go. Exhale down. Inhale, up we go. Last one. And exhale down. Release that. Okay, they're feeling all right? Can we do the other side? Let's do it. Extend that leg, toes to the ceiling. Let's start just by doing one forward, holding onto those thighs, just feeling that stretch first. Hamstring. All right, tuck the chin and roll it up. Now the knee that's bent, that's the arm we're going to use. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come out to the outer edge of that leg. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, down. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, down. And release. Excellent. We're going to cross ankle to knee. Remember, if that doesn't feel good for you, you're going to cross ankle to ankle. It's fine. Pick the version that you like. We're going to hang out here for just a couple of breaths. So it's a little bit of that hip stretch, right? So that getting into that hip and glute area. All right, if you want a little more, this can be what you're happy with right here. If you want a little bit more, lengthening nice and long through the spine, we're going to begin to let the heart fall forward. Keeping the back flat. So look out, not down. So looking out just a little bit. Keep the back flat. You're going to get a little bit better stretch there. Tuck the chin, roll it up. And then we're just going to move that knee up and down a little bit. Fluttering the butterfly wing. Moving that hip joint. All right. Now let's do that again. Inhale, extend, exhale, come forward. If you want to press gently on that leg, you can. You don't have to. It's just an option. And roll it up. Very good. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to start by just hanging out here for a couple of breaths. And remember that ankle to ankle is a great version, right? Just don't move this foot in. Keep this foot out as you cross over because we want to get a little stretch into the back hip glute. Ha! This could be all you need right here. And you're like, yeah, this is good for me. If you want a little bit more, we're going to extend the spine nice and long. And we're just going to begin to let the heart fall forward. Oh, right? You feel it? Remember, looking out, not down. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Good. And let's just move that knee a little bit up and down. Okay, last time. Extend and hinge. It feels so good to me. Remember, you can press just gently on this leg if you want to. One more breath. All right, let's go ahead and come up. Unravel. So remembering that not skipping Shavasana is a great way to express gratitude to yourself for your yoga practice. Hands resting lightly on the thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Take a deep breath in. And a full, complete, cleansing breath out.
Care and competence. It feels good to know someone cares. Be that someone. Care about what you're doing and how it affects those around you. All kinds of possibilities for progress, goodness, joy, and fulfillment open up when someone acts with competence. Be that someone. The knowledge, systems, institutions, skills, and technologies that make your lifestyle possible did not just randomly appear. They were built and improved upon over years, decades, centuries by caring, competent people. All those indispensable innovations required care and competence, precision, and commitment to continue functioning. The whole world owes much to those who make that commitment and follow through on it day after day. Your own existence is a testament to the care and competence of your ancestors and the people around them. Now you are in a position to continue the legacy. Choose to care about life, putting in the time and energy to grow increasingly competent at all you do. The world depends on your diligence more than you can imagine.
Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you for joining today. I'm so very grateful for each and every one of you. And I will see you next time.